the Sri Kailasa nation, the only Hindu nation, enlightenment ecosystem, civilizational nation. So we'll be going through the years and witnessing the various activities and contributions performed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So without further ado, let us enter into the first year for today's segment. So the first year for today's segment starts in 2002 on the 20th of January. We have a set of rare pictures captured when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was invited to deliver a discourse to delegates gathered in a famous Odukatur Mat in Ulsur, Karnataka, South India. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was invited to this Matha, to this organization, before even having his own center in Bengaluru, India, Bengaluru, Karnataka, which happened only later on, that is where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism set up the Adi Kailasa. But even before that, he got invited into the Odukatur Mat in Ulsur, Karnataka, and shared his wisdom, his experience about everything that he had experienced prior to start his public life, the training that he received from his gurus, the experiences he had about the ultimate oneness with Paramashiva, his guru, Arunagiri Yogeshwara. So here we can see few pictures. On the left, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being received, traditionally receiving the mala, the cloth, before seating on the asana and addressing the crowd which gathered to listen to what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has to say. So these pictures, like mentioned above, a rare set of early photographs. We have a few more. So here we can have different angles. On the left, you can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism being introduced by the leaders of the Mat. Yes.
So next, let us move on to the 20th of January 2007, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism led a group of devotees to the Ardha Kumbh Mela at Allahabad that happened in Jan 2007. While the event started on 3rd Jan and ended on the 26th of Jan, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was there with the group between 18th and 25th Jan and participated in the Shahi Snan, the royal bath, that was scheduled on the 19th and 23rd of Jan. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism attending the Kumbh Mela, which is one of the largest Hindu gathering, or I can say the gathering in the world, where nearly around 30 to 50 million people gather every 4 years in the sacred places such as Haridwar, Nasik, Ujjain and Allahabad, as those 4 are the sacred spots where the sacred rivers turn literally into Amrita, the nectar, and taking the sacred bath in those rivers wash away all the sins and karmas of lifetimes and blesses us literally with a rebirth. So almost millions of people come and take part in this beautiful Hindu gathering, and this is the place where all the Hindu gurus, all the pontiffs of Hinduism meet each other, and it is a congregation of the various pontiffs and the Hindu leaders, and so much of interfaith dialogue happens, and the various gurus share the grand narratives of Hinduism. Here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism with another Swami, with another pontiff, sharing the various truths. So all of us can see the various pictures of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the Kumbh Mela at Allahabad, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism got the sacred deities all the way from southern India, from the headquarters in Adi Kailasa Sarvingapitha, all the way till Allahabad, and celebrated the Kumbh Mela in all its splendor and grandeur. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism celebrating the Kumbh Mela with all the items as told by Bhagavan Paramashiva in the Vedas and Agamas, the umbrellas, alavattams, the various sengols, trishuls, and the whole flaunting all the aspects of Hindu Sanatana Dharma and reviving all these sacred items and traditions, and of course the procession of the deities. So it would have been such a grand occasion, the whole Kumbh Mela, especially attending the Kumbh Mela with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, where in those sacred spots there are so much of truths and the energy is so high that attending the Kumbh Mela with an avatar is a complete different experience than just going by yourself or with anyone else. So here we saw the various pictures of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the Allahabad Kumbh Mela 2007.
So let us enter now in the year 2009. On the 20th of January, we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism goes along with the Ananda Ratham in Tamil Nadu. While going in procession, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also visited many devotees' houses and blessed them. So, like mentioned in previously, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, there are a few dimensions which are extremely present in the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's life. One of them, like we just mentioned, is the deities. Second one is constantly making himself available to people. And the third one we can say is constantly reaching out to new people. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared that one of the biggest blind spots Hindus have been cherishing for the last hundreds of years is the lack of enriching, the lack of reaching out and sharing the powerful cognitions that they have in the various ecosystems that Hinduism mothers. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism going through the various cities and of Tamil Nadu, South India, with the Ananda Ratham. So the Ananda Ratham was basically carrying deities across the streets to allow people to have darshan, to connect with them, to offer whatever they want to offer out of gratitude, and enriching people, making Hinduism relevant in people's lives. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was, of course, followed by thousands of people. On the picture on the left, we can see the front row of that group in a narrow street, and we'll see more pictures in a few moments. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has been extremely active in that dimension. And as the Ratham was going on, as this is an event which went on for many, many days, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also took the time to stop the houses of devotees receiving their offerings, blessing them, attending to them, giving them the boons, guiding them, whatever, enriching them and fundamentally causing their reality. So that is a fundamental signature of the life of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, attending to people one at a time and causing their reality, making Hinduism relevant in their life, as the lifestyle of Sanatana Hindu Dharma has a lot to contribute to the world, to the various dimensions of our existence. It is the oldest lifestyle still available on planet Earth, and there is a reason for that, because Sanatana Hindu Dharma has shown its relevancy in the life of people, in the life of societies of the past, and has gone through all the ups and downs of humanity successfully, conquering all that and remaining alive even today. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is doing just that. Here we can see a few more pictures. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, just behind the Ratham, which we'll see in a few moments. Again, lots of devotees tagging along this blissful journey. When the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism makes himself available in such a casual and spontaneous way, there's a lot of things which happens spontaneously along these happenings. So naturally, those devotees who were blessed to be around the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism during those days surely have a lot to remember, as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism reveals a lot of sacred knowledge, of powerful cognitions in these happenings, these casual happenings, not so casual, but in a sense free-flowing happenings, these events which just take place. So we here have a few more pictures. Again, like mentioned, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism radiating the bliss and ecstasy, so we can see the people enjoying the presence of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And on the left we have also a picture of Nithyanandeshwara, which is the main deity of the Ratham, Nithyanandeshwara, Nithyanandeshwari, basically Paramashiva and Parashakti herself, which we can see here, the picture on the left. They are being worshipped. We can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism along with few brahmacharis and devotees sitting and offering arti to the deities of the Ratham. And again, Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism radiating bliss on the right. So before jumping into the next year, we'll be taking a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Come back for the further years of the 20th of January.
power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. The moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside.
Nithyanandam, welcoming back all the viewers and participants watching us live on YouTube, Facebook, and the various social media platforms. We are now entering into the 20th of January 2010, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism took the Bhagavad Gita Dhyana session and the house visit for Pada Puja. So here we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism blessing all the devotees who came for the Dhyana Satsang, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gave a discourse on the Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita, as most of the viewers should be knowing, is the sacred truths revealed by Bhagavan Sri Krishna to Arjuna, where Bhagavan Sri Krishna revealed the truths and the difference between how the normal people live and how you should have the Bhakti Yoga, the Karma Yoga, and the various topics that Bhagavan Sri Krishna revealed in the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, who was having a dilemma whether he should do the action, he should do the Guru Vak as told by him by Bhagavan Sri Krishna, or he should not do the action as told. And Bhagavan Sri Krishna clarifies to him the context of whatever is happening, the Mahabharata war, and how he should just be an instrument for the divine to flow through him. So, if you want to hear more of the sacred secrets that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed, all of us can log on to kailasa.org and go to the Nithyananda University Press, where you can see all the books authored by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, including the Bhagavad Gita decoded book, which is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism's commentary on the Bhagavad Gita. So we can also see more pictures where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is taking the Dhyana Satsang, and also we can see the devotees buying the Jivan Mukti book. Jivan Mukti means living in enlightenment in Tamil, and it is a beautiful book which is literally as put by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the Gospel of Paramahamsa Nithyananda. So this is a book where it has the essence of all of the teachings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, which were thought and going to be thought, as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism declared this book eternal, and that this book has its own intelligence to provide you with the right truths that you need in your life to solve the day-to-day problems that we have, or to give solutions to our near and dear ones. So I also invite all of you to log on to the website kailasa.org, where under the Nithyananda University Press you should be finding even the Bhagavad Gita decoded book and the Jivan Bhakti book for free download, where you can download it as an ebook and read it to have more powerful cognitions in your life. So here we can see the pictures of the house visit and Pada Puja. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism continuously was traveling in and around the city of Chennai, Tamil Nadu in southern India, and having the house visits, going to the devotees' house and gracing them in their own house and accepting the Pratyaksha Pada Puja, which is the sacred offering where we offer the various offerings to the divine lotus feet of the Master. So here we can see one such instance of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism having the house visit, gracing all the devotees in the house visit.
So entering now in the year 2011, on the 28th of January, we have on this day, a very big breakthrough for Kailasa's mission. It was the first online NSP program conducted by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. Many devotees around the world were sitting with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism via teleconferencing, and in return, he was in many halls around the world, including New York, Houston, Seattle, San Jose, Los Angeles, Columbus, Vancouver, Toronto, Singapore, Guadeloupe, Malaysia, and more. Satsang means being in the company of the truth. Truth has a unique quality. When you are in the company of it, it makes you as it. Truth is a living happening. When you are in the company of the ultimate truth, Sat, it just fills you. You become that. Watching this broadcast, everyone was literally in the company of the ultimate truth, physically, mentally, and verbally. To prove this, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducted 3 experiments during this live happening. The first experiment was to teleport Vibhuti, sacred ashes, to the Padukas at each of the spiritual embassies across the world. The energized deity or Paduka is an independent intelligent. It responds to your prayers, emotions, thoughts independently and immediately. The second experiment was to materialize Vibhuti in the hands of the people experiencing Kundalini awakening. And the third experiment focused on getting Vibhuti to materialize in the hands of non-believers. It is actually not materializing, it is teleporting. Tomorrow, when the Vibhuti is teleporting, he promised he he promised to have a glass test tube here with the Vibhuti to prove that the Vibhuti reduces where he is and appears at the spiritual embassies around the world. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanded on what Patanjali explains, how after conquering the pain and pleasure of the body, you are no longer bound by it. In the last sutras, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained the theory of being steady and comfortable. In this discourse, he gave the technique to make the body balanced. If you keep your body balanced, you go beyond pain and pleasure, and the intense, innate, inside pleasure gets awakened. When you are alive in your muscles, the pleasure created is so strong, so intense, that you will go beyond other outer pleasures. He guided the audience into the correct posture, then aligned the nadi centers using the bija mantras, the seed mantras. It was an exhilarating way to begin the day. So a very important day on this day, as we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism conducting the first program onto a video conference across the world. Materialization, teleportation of Vibhuti happened in 3 different levels, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expanding on the science of going beyond pain and pleasures revealed by Patanjali in the last sutras. So something very important, inviting each and everyone to go on Nityandapedia on this day to listen to this enlightening discourse of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, how by entering into a steady and comfortable posture we can easily go beyond pain and pleasures, as the inner pleasure is going to be awakened. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shares that when that inner pleasure awakens, all the outer pleasures lose power over us.
Let us now enter into the 20th of January 2012, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, expounded on the cosmic principles of Karma Yoga from the 36th verse, 3rd chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita during the live everyday public talk, the Nityananda Satsang. In this talk, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained that Arjuna represents the unconsciousness of humanity. He further explained that all this philosophizing, encouraging, inspiring, everything is just until one feels uncomfortable with the lower identity and gets comfortable with one's higher existence. He gave an example of how he uses the power of materialization to create new jewelry, replicating the jewelry designs used on the deity in Madurai Meenakshi temple. The live talk ended with instructions for a powerful Kriya process for curing congenital color vision disorder. Also on this day, a 6 feet Shivalinga was made out of snow at the Seattle Nityanandeshwara temple and received the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, with many offerings of Pratyaksha Pada Puja to him at the Bidadi Adinam. The Uttamottama Seva was offered at Nityanandeshwara Sadashiva Devasthanam to Nityanandeshwara Mahasadashiva Paramashiva and Nityanandeshwari Parashakti, with various rituals, sevas, enriching activities, and power manifestations, inspiring millions towards the science of Hinduism. So here on the 20th of January 2012, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism beautifully explains about how we need to get comfortable with existence rather than just living the mundane daily routine of just going to work or going to college, coming back, having some entertainment, realizing our higher identity by the various power manifestations. So all of us can hear about the more sacred secrets revealed in the satsang by logging on to the same day on Nithyanandapedia, which is an encyclopedia of all the happenings of the life of the avatar and continuing to happen in the life of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. So I request all the viewers, all the participants to log on to Nithyanandapedia to watch the satsang which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has delivered. And if you want to experience the power manifestation, if you want to realize your higher identity, I would also like to remind all the participants that we are having the Paramashivoham level 3 program, which is starting just in less than a month on the 19th of February, where you can attend the Paramashivoham level 3 program and experience this power manifestation, this science, where you can realize your own higher identity. Also, there is no prerequisite for the program. You don't have to feel that you do not know about yoga or this is the first time you're having a program with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is opening this program for one and all, and just reading through the sacred books authored by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and watching the daily satsangs morning and evening can prepare you for attending the Paramashivoham level 3 program. So with that, we will now be moving on to the next year after a short break.
Your consciousness as power at this moment to swallow, digest, clean up all negativity and all toxins. Develop a powerful will persistence. That's the most important asset for life. I am not giving you some life positive blah blah. I am giving you the facts of life. I am triggering your consciousness. Moment you decide, your consciousness is the supreme identity you have. You will not empower willpower, your depression, your frustration, deal your problems, whether it is simple headache or depression or the worst suicidal patterns or life negativity, only through consciousness. Don't go for any other solution. Don't keep stupid, toxic, life negative struggles inside.
Yes. So welcoming each and everyone back to the next year, the year of 2013, on the 20th of January. So on the year 2013, as part of the morning satsang, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed the deepest dimension of the 20th sloka of the Kathopanishad. In this sloka, Yama, the god of death, gives a boon to Nachiketa, a child who has willingly offered his life to save his father's honor. Nachiketa asks to understand the mystery of death. Yama tries to distract him by offering wealth, fame, and everlasting happiness instead, but Nachiketa stands firm. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism uses this as an illustration of sannyas, the way of enlightenment. When no distraction holds any interest for human beings, they have cleared their path to the spiritual freedom. So, inviting each and everyone to go listen to this talk, as this is a very important satsang and discourse revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expands on the beautiful Upanishad, which is the Kathopanishad. The Kathopanishad, for those who are familiar, the Nachiketa is the hero of the Upanishad. He is a child who is possessed by authenticity, Shraddha Vivecha. So in this Upanishad, Nachiketa, out of his intense and pure authenticity, out of pure Shraddha, he literally goes to the abode of Lord Yama, and after having waited for Lord Yama, he receives 3 boons, out of which the third one, Nachiketa asks to understand the mystery of death. Yama does not want to give that mystery at first, so he tries to distract Nachiketa, tempting him with other worldly things such as wealth, fame, and everlasting happiness. But Nachiketa stands firm with his desire to know about the mystery of death, and ultimately Yama, the god of death, gives this knowledge, which is the science of enlightenment, to Nachiketa. So in this satsang, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism maps this beautiful story and this beautiful happening into the space of sannyas. How in the space of sannyas we decide not to get distracted with the worldly things and we stand strong in the path of enlightenment, in the path of living enlightenment. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism says that this is how we can experience spiritual freedom. So a very interesting and important enlightening discourse. So inviting each and everyone to go listen to it. You go to Nityandapedia, you can type 20th of January 2013, and the transcript and the link of the satsang will be made available to you for you to read, imbibe, and experience these subtle yet so powerful cosmic truths in your life. Also, on the same day, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism took the delegates who were observing the Nirahara Samyama, which is the process by which we can understand how our body can awaken its own natural intelligence and create food out of natural resources like the sun rays, the air, into a meditation process. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has made this science available to the world, the science of Nirahara Samyama. Nirahara Samyama is the science where we stop consuming solid food and we energize the body only through other natural resources such as liquids, sun rays, air, meditation, and like that. So it is a very important process which helps us with completing a lot of the inner violence which is stored consciously or unconsciously in our biomemory. So that surely we are inviting each and every one to go to the website befoodfree.org. This is where you can learn more about this science and even test it out for yourself, something that we would highly recommend. So here, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has led those who were observing this Nirahara Samyama into a meditation process. We can see more pictures of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism blessing the devotees at the end of the discourse, and we can also see people gathering to listen to the words of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
So the next, we are now seeing the 20th of January 2014, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gave a beautiful message in the Inner Awakening program in Haridwar. Carry the space of possibility in our heart. There is a profound difference in living with possibility versus impossibility. When we perform actions with possibility in our hearts, we see beauty, joy, and excitement with what we are doing. It is anti-aging. With impossibility, the effort for the same action diminishes, filling us with tiredness, boredom, and anxiety. Let us live with the idea that everything is possible in our daily lives. So, all of us can relate with this in even our daily lives. When we do something which is continuously the same activity daily, like going to office or going to college, and you do the same thing every single day without experiencing or even exploring your various possibilities, you see that life will only become more and more boring, and tiredness will only be filling you, tiredness and laziness. Only when you explore your possibilities and continuously push yourself to the limits and make sure that you are pushing ourselves to the limit, in the sense we manifesting our higher possibilities like power manifestation, or having the thought currents which pushes us to living in authenticity. Only then you will see that life will become more and more interesting, and you will see more breakthroughs in your life. So this is a beautiful, powerful cognition given by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, where we can apply this in our day-to-day lives and see that when we have continuous possibility in our daily lives, we will see that our life becomes more happy, more enjoyable to live our daily life. So if everyone wants to listen more about this satsang, we can log on to Nithyanandapedia and also the official channel, the YouTube channel of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, to learn more. Here we can see the picture of the inner awakening participants in Haridwar offering the Guru Puja. So the Guru Puja is a wonderful way to share your gratitude to the Master for literally having us in this beautiful life, giving us all these wonderful, powerful cognitions and hand holding us to experience the highest enlightenment. So it's a very, very short puja worship where we offer our gratitude and devotion to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. We can also see during the Inner Awakening program, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism gracing all the participants with the Kala Bhairava Darshan. The Kala Bhairava Darshan is a wonderful program where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism invokes Bhagavan Kala Bhairava in his own body and allows Kala Bhairava to express through the body of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is shared, and we also can see that literally the whole body expands, even physically the body becomes bigger, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism just literally lets Mahakala Bhairava use the body and share the truths, give the blessings to the participants using the body of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And it is so fortunate that all of us can see and have the darshan of Mahakala Bhairava, the Lord of Space and Time. Also, we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in the going to the various temples in the city of Haridwar. Haridwar literally means the door to the space of Vaikuntha, the space of heaven, the door to heaven, where all the most famous Shiva temples and Vishnu temples are there in the sacred city of Haridwar, as it's one of the auspicious places which contain the Jyotirlinga, the 16 Jyotirlingas, and we can see the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism meeting the various Hindu leaders in Haridwar and also accepting the worship from the local people of Haridwar as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has arrived in their city.
So entering now into the year 2015, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam, expounded on the cosmic principles of Upanishads during the Everyday Life Public Talk, Nithyananda Satsang. In this talk entitled Upanishads Made User-Friendly for Society, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism began with the first mantra in the Ishavasya Upanishad. It says, completion. From completion, even if you think completion has moved out, the completion remains. Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained that all incompletions are imaginary because the whole remains as whole. Completion remains as completion. He offered his own healing experience after falling off of the horse and breaking his arm as an example of how this completion can be practiced, lived, used, digested, and assimilated into one's daily life as a solution to the problems we face. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expressed his deep gratitude for all the Vedic rishis and rededicated himself to reveal the truth as they expressed them without any adulteration. So, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has extensively expanded on various Upanishads, such as the Ishavasya Upanishad here, expanding on the Purna Mantra, the completion mantra, where completion remains as completion, whether completion is added or removed from completion. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also shared and praised all the rishis who, in the space of oneness with Paramashiva, revealed these Upanishads, these sutras, without putting any vested interests in them. All these sutras, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared that they are pure as they are. There is no adulteration, there is no vested interest, there is no bending in them. They are simply expressed as they are, which is an amazing happening. So inviting each and everyone to go to Nithyananda to listen to this talk, to this satsang from the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on the 20th of January 2015.
Next, let us see the year of 20th of January 2016, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, expounded on the cosmic principles of grand narrative during the everyday life public talk, the Nithyananda Satsang. In this talk entitled Seeking is the Hindu Grand Narrative, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed that seeking is the Hindu grand narrative. He thanked and acknowledged Sri Rajiv Malhotra for the term concept of the Hindu grand narrative and for the great work that he is doing. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism defined the grand narrative in terms of every civilization having a collective identity where one's inner image is beautifully aligned. He declared the need for having a Hindu grand narrative as an antidote for the social narrative that society imposes. He further explained that the need for a guru itself is nothing but a need for a grand narrative, and then declared that he would take the responsibility of creating a Hindu grand narrative very soon that is all inclusive and undiluted. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism requested that the Sangha and everyone all over the world do Vakyartha Sadas after reading the article by Rajiv Malhotra, The Hindu Grand Narrative. We can also see the pictures of the live Nithyananda Satsang that happened, and also the Kalpataru Darshan, the blessings that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is giving to the participants and attendees of the Nithyananda Satsang.
So entering now into the year 2017, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiated into new Shaktis in the cosmic courtyard. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiated all Nityananda Yogam, Balisants and Adinavasis into 3 new Shaktis, capturing the image into a silicon-based device like a cell phone, laptop or USB pen drive, charging batteries using the energy from the air and charging batteries using another electric source such as another battery. So here, immediately several people started to manifest these amazing powers. Anything that can be visualized will be captured digitally. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiated into these Shaktis the participants who were there in the courtyard in the year of 2017.
Yes, so let us now enter into the 20th of January 2020, where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, expounded on the cosmic principle, testing the sweetness, beauty, and quality of Paramashiva is liberation. During the everyday life public address, the Nithyananda Satsang, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed a grand narrative for Sri Kailasa, defining 4 important principles: ontology, eschatology, epistemology, and axiology. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism explained how they can be used in presenting Paramashiva Jnana and Paramashiva Vijnana. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism initiated all into Vishesha Diksha during the live public address. Also, on another note, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism officially launched the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations project with 101 Facebook pages created, and announced that Sri Kailasa will also be known as Kailasa. Both names will be used. So the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism announced the Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations, which is 108 unique activities for the upliftment and betterment of the society in various ways, looking at various topics like women empowerment, eradicating poverty, and addressing the various problems, the current problems of the world, and how Sri Kailasa as a nation, as a peaceful sovereign Hindu nation, the only Hindu nation, is having all these initiatives all over the world and giving the services that humanity needs at this point of time, especially during the pandemic going on, the COVID-19 pandemic. Sri Kailasa Uniting Nations has been constantly working in the various fields to for the betterment of humanity and for providing the humanitarian services that the various nations need. So this was the live public address by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And if you want to listen more, you can log on to Nithyanandapedia, where you can listen to the whole satsang which the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism delivered.
So entering now into the final year of today's segment on the 20th of January 2021, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed the 5 sutras which he requested everyone to listen, internalize and manifest in their life, which have the immediate effect of enlightenment and manifesting powers. He explained that what he is revealing is not just of instruction, but it is an initiation for all those disciples for whom the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is the truth. He instructed everyone to decide with clarity and truth that pain and suffering have no existence, and then this decision will expand the brain's ability to reflect the pure cosmos. He went on to explain that when one decides to be with 25 heads and one consciousness, suddenly one will be stress-free and discover that peace within, which is the center of the universe. From this space, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism shared, you will just start manifesting powers and will become Mahakala Bhairava without any karma, and all conflicts will become irrelevant. He powerfully declared that this initiation happened for all to manifest this great enlightenment experience and the state, space and powers of Paramashiva. So, a very powerful satsang where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism expands on the space of Mahakala Bhairavoham. I am Mahakala Bhairava, where pain and suffering has no say, no existence in your life. So inviting each and everyone to listen to this very important satsang revealed by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on this powerful truth, which will allow you to reflect the pure space of oneness with Paramashiva. So with this, we are coming to an end of today's segment. So let us sit straight with the head, neck and spine in a straight line, inhaling slowly and deeply, exhaling slowly and deeply. Visualize Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, in your third eye and your Anandagandha. Chant the Mahavakya internally. Visualize the mantra rotating around the Vishuddhi chakra. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Get into a deep space of listening. So slowly, very slowly, get ready to receive the space, the initiation, the presence, and the words of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagwan Nithyananda Paramashivam. You can slowly open your eyes.
நாள் எல்லாம் வளமாக வாழணும், இருக்கிற நாள் எல்லாம் நமக்காக மாத்தணும். அதுக்கு இப்போது நாம் என்ன செய்யணும்? நித்யானந்தரின் சொல் கேட்டு நடக்கணும். மனிதராய் பிறந்த நம்ம எல்லாம் காக்கத்தான் கைலாசா என்னும் பொது உலக கொடுத்துட்டான். பகவானே வந்திருக்கா, மனித ரூபா பூத்திருக்கா. தர்மம் என்னும் தேரில் ஏறி ஞானம் என்னும் போரில் வென்றா மனித குலம் மீட்டெடுத்தா நம்ம எல்லாம் காத்தவந்தா. வந்துருச்சு கைலாசம்தான், தந்துருச்சு சிவவாசம்தான். வந்துருச்சு கைலாசம்தான், நமக்கு தந்துருச்சு சிவவாசம்தான். வந்துருச்சு கைலாசம்தான், தந்துருச்சு சிவவாசம்தான். வந்துருச்சு கைலாசம்தான், நமக்கு தந்துருச்சு சிவவாசம்தான். சைவங்களாய் உலகை மாற்றிடணும்,